Oi, 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 Kimosabi here, and this is the Unforeseen Knowledge. You're tuned into one of the most best podcasts for the Forex community. I think I'm gonna start off like that most of the time. It sounds nice. This right here, what you guys see in front of you, is basically a live chart. Why is it important? It's because it revolves everything and anything that you do. This is basically what guides you into doing what you do every single day, basically. Um, so yeah, let's get right into it. So there's a light side and a dark side. Basically, light side is positive, dark side is negative, and yada yada yada. You guys see peaks and valleys. So at the top of the light, this is basically where most people tend to slack off. So let me give you an example. Once you start making enough money, or you feel like you have enough money, you don't really push as hard anymore. Why? It's because you reach to a certain limit, your cap. And you do that subconsciously. Once you subconsciously find like that area of being comfortable, and just don't say like, oh yeah, I'm a hustler and there's no cap to what I do. Yeah, there's always a cap. If you measure it, you'll really see there's a cap. And you're capping for that too. But no, there's always a cap at when you stop hustling as hard as you do, because you subconsciously program yourself like that. And what happens is that you subconsciously self-sabotage yourself also. You tend to spend more, splurge your money and stuff. You don't calculate how much money is coming in because you had all that money. Now you don't need to, you feel like you don't need to do that anymore, and you start slacking. And this is where we start going down. We go down into a downtrend until we reach to the dark side. Now, once you reach to the dark side, that's when you start saying, oh, you start seeing your bank account. The reason why I take this example is because when you look at your bank account, it's something measurable. You can see when you have a lot of money, you can see when you don't have a lot of money. And when you reach to a point where you don't really have that much money, well, guess what you're doing? You're back on your shit. You probably you got more jobs. The thing that you bought, you said that was stupid, you sold it. You're doing the actions that needs you to get more money, all right? So this chart is basically showing you guys your weak point and your strong points. And what happens is that when you're in the light side, you could measure your action and see what action you take that will demolish you and destroy you, in the sense of money that we're talking right now. And when you're in the dark side, which is shows you the action that you took to come up. Now, people say, yeah, always focus on the positive. Well, in this chart, you can't really focus on the positive, because the action that you took when you're in a positive was bad action. Now, this is kind of confusing, but you should focus on the dark side. Because what happened is that when you focus on the dark side, you finally figure out what actions you took to come up. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, right? You looked for another job, you start selling stuff, you start picking up extra shift. All of these actions helped you to come up. Now, I took this example just around money. It's the same thing for your weight. It's the same thing for your relationship. It's the same thing for anything that you do. There's always little actions that you subconsciously take that you don't understand or realize that will take you to the dark side or to the light side. And once you feel like you're on the light side, you'll always subconsciously take actions to destroy you. And when you reach to a point to the dark side, you'll subconsciously take actions to move you up. Now, you could control that. The only way you could control that is if you do the homework to write down the action that you need to take every single day to get to that upwards point. Until then, you'll always stay stagnant and you'll always remain in the endless loop. All right? This is Kim Wasabi, one of the best podcasts in the world. All right? Bye.